Jolene talks about her investment in the character and her sense of empowerment in creating and moulding a person with a story to tell. Jolene would have described herself as not a good writer. She didn't like writing. She wasn't engaged by it. And she was really nervous about committing to this because she just didn't see herself as a good writer.
I think my grammar and my writing got a lot better because recently I just got a piece that I wrote at the start of the year, and it was so much better, my new piece, than the old piece of writing that I did, and it just seemed like I improved a lot.
Phoebe talks about the nature of researching for accuracy and the need to go back and verify. We set, I think, an important goal of maintaining historical fact throughout the story and try to be true to that so that we could hit a few, some of the historical inquiry outcomes that I was going to be looking for.
You had to do a lot of research, and then when you couldn't find the answer on one page, you had to go to another page and keep going and going and going until until you got the right page.
Voice isn't just about writing, it's about decision making and seeking validation. The girls were guided, but they set the agenda of their character's story, and they were responsible for what we often referred to as high plausibility. So I would challenge the girls. In fact, they came to challenge each other. Is that a believable thing? Might it have happened in that scenario? What was happening at that time? That was really important.
My character is a SS soldier, and he's lived practically everywhere because his dad was in the army, right? And he is just being posted to a concentration camp in Bergen-Belsen because all our characters are going to meet up, right?
Well, a couple of things they had in common. One is the Hitler Youth is all boys, okay? The girls joined something different, the Young Girls League. So they're all boys. And the other thing is there are no Jewish boys in the Hitler Youth because they were not allowed to join. Even if they supported a lot of what Hitler did, they were not allowed to join.
Once the drafting started, we challenged each other's ideas and their plausibility, and this created a culture of trust. The trust of putting forward ideas, the trust and licence to write with expression and flair, and the trust that came with accepting feedback. It was really interesting going through this process because it wasn't long before I found my own voice was equal, and I found myself accepting the ideas of these young writers when they justified themselves after we had a point of disagreement. That was, in teaching, just a wonderful moment. I sat back and I realised that one of the girls in particular was kind of taking a real lead role, a mentoring role with the others, and she was so quiet to begin with and so reserved, and it was just great to kind of realise that you were an equal partner in this. Girls began to seek more advice from one another, particularly when I wasn't there, and as I say, one of them really presented themselves as a natural leader. See if you can work out who that was, by the way.